So through here is the bridge. I thought this took us straight to the guy, but I am clearly not remembering this place wrong. So I'm gonna get my duo back on. I was using Makashi against soldiers there, which is not a good idea. Alright, okay, so there's a few more places to explore then, but not a whole lot. As you can see, this area is vastly smaller in scale than the rest of the ship was. But this will pretty much be all fighting, I assume. Okay, maybe not, because this place isn't, but never mind. The rest of it will be. I'm telling you guys, the rest of it will be. So here we go. So this bit is just loot area, but I'm assuming through here there will be tons of fighting. And I was right this time. Right, so that's that. No remains? Okay, that's fine. Let's do this, let's overwhelm them quickly. So that's 2 Jedi down. And this is basically the dregs of the enemy forces. We've pretty much taken care of everyone else. Everyone's worth killing. What the hell is that? I'm finding weapons that I've never seen before in my entire life. Of playing this game. I took a lot of damage there because I fought a Jedi with duo. Right, okay. So I'm assuming so up here is going to be more fighting, I'm assuming. Nope. Loot? Nope, this room is a nothing room. Okay, so through here. Can you guys feel it? Oh, here's the bridge. Right, and we want to use the Makashi because using the duo leaves us vulnerable to force powers, and this guy's all about force powers. And there he is, he's at the end. He's got all these guys, but they don't seem to care that we're here. He's just a slave. So let's take him down. Let's do this. Now, don't use any force powers on him because it's not going to work very well. What am I doing? What am I doing? Force enlightenment, man. Oh, damn it. What are you talking about? He's half dead. He's half dead, and he's done 0 damage to us. Wow, that was nowhere near as difficult as I remembered it. And with Nihilus's mask, we get our maximum force points gets upped. I don't know, can we view the mask? Yep. You have taken a trophy from realms of Dark Nihilus, last firm piece of the breast, beast who died. I wish we could equip it, but oh well. That would be awesome if we could equip it. Right, but now let's get out of here, because this place is going to blow, so I'll see you guys back at the exit point.
Wanted to speak with you, ma'am. As I understand it, there was something private he wished to ask you concerning mutual acquaintance, I believe is how he put it.
It's a little beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect it when the Sith attacked the first time. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you.
It's Karth! Karth, my friend. It's been a long time. Too long.
I've read your records, how the Jedi sentenced you for doing what you believed. You wandered past the Outer Rim during your exile. I asked you, did you find any trace of Revan? I served with him, like you did, and we had to part ways, like you did. He said that there were places where he had to walk where I could not go, places where having allies, or anyone cared about, would only place them in danger. It's been 4 years, and I still don't know what happened to him. He told me to stay here to try to keep the Republic strong, that he would return. It's the hardest request I ever had to follow. I don't know, but it was important to him. He said that he believed something had been behind the Mandalorian Wars, that it hadn't been the Mandalorians' choice to attack the Republic. Whatever it was, I think he went off to find it, to fight it. It was near the end of the Jedi Civil War, when it seemed like we were going to lose everything. We met on a Republic warship called the Endar Spire. It was being attacked over Terrace, and the Sith had stormed the ship. We saved the Republic, but it was like the war didn't end for him. He would keep remembering things that he'd done, and it kept driving him. And I think he finally remembered something terrible that he'd done during the Mandalorian Wars, and he went to put an end to it. He left a lot of people who cared about him behind, but I think he did it because he thought it was the right thing to do. But whatever he set out to do, I don't think he succeeded. And here you return, with his ship, without him. Yes, wherever he went, your ship's been there. If you return to that place, if you find some trace of Revan, no, simply tell him that Admiral Onassi is following his orders.
Oh man, goosebumps. I have goosebumps.
she know?
No, she didn't.
There are times I fear we shall never know where he left Garth, and I cannot live not knowing the answer. Why he sought to protect us.
He asked us to stay to keep the Republic safe. It was important to him. And after meeting the Exile, I'm convinced that there are worse things to lose in the galaxy.
It has been some time.
You were a fool to return. I spared you once. I will not do so again. Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the Exile did what she did. There is much to be done.
And here we are, Malachor 5. This is where it all began. And this is where we are. So let's go. This is the official end game now, guys. We're in the final stretch of the game. So, this is Malachor. Pretty dangerous. These green things, they'll have mines to set off poison, but by this point in the game you shouldn't have too much. You should definitely have Master Heal by this point in the game, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. But you want to do as much exploring with the Exile as you can. These damaged consoles, can't really do much with them now, but you definitely want to do as much exploration with the Exile as you can, for reasons that you'll understand later on. But it is important because you want to clear out as much of the area as you can with enemies. And these are the enemies that I'm talking about. The Storm Beasts. Quite not too bad, but for something later on they can be a little bit of a pain. But I'm one-shotting them right now, which is pretty awesome. Right, so you want to clear out as many of the Storm Beasts as you can. What the frick? I don't even know what this is. It's an egg of some kind, I'm assuming. But yeah, clear out as much of the Storm Beasts as you can. Explore as much of the area as you can before moving on with the Exile. Thankfully this bit shouldn't be too difficult. See, they do quite a bit of damage, and they have sonic attacks, but you should be pretty damn powerful by this point in the game. So you should be able to manage them without any hassle. Now there's some corpses sitting about here, but they really don't offer much in ways of loot or anything like that. By this point in the game, there is no more merchants at this point in the game. I think there is maybe a workbench or so, but... And I leveled up. I'm probably going to level up maybe one more time. I'm happy with level 20. 20 is a decent level. Considering that it was capped at 10, max level at 20 in the first game. Right, so that's all of that area explored. Now you want to map out all these buried Republic ships. That's what you want to be mapping out, so that you know the quickest, securest way to get to them later on. Alright, so, and there is way more to Malachor than just storm beasts. Way more. Why am I using this? The storm beasts are just the beginning. Alright, okay, so that's all that taken care of. Nope, we'll get one more. Right, that's all that mapped out. Now I think I'm going to map out at least all of this area before ending the episode. I want to finish the game in this recording session. I've been recording for about 7 hours now. I started recording at the beginning of Korriban, so I've recorded all of this in one go. There's our ship, the Evan Hawk. I had goosebumps when I was with that scene with Karth in Bastila. That gives me goosebumps to this day.
If the exile has come here, then she has not come alone.
Of course, apprentice. The huntress is with the exile. She has a special talent for finding that which should remain lost. It also makes her difficult for me to sense, but not to a creature bred for such things.
Shall I send the assassins for her?
No, I have brought a beast to Malachor to deal with that one. If she survives, she will become stronger for it.
Well, here's a surprise. Yet another slice of galactic paradise. Why can't we ever go to Alderaan or Ithor or someplace without metal, jagged rocks, or packs of bloodthirsty beasts?
So much content from the game. You're supposed to have individual things with each of your party members, but Mira is the only one that you get something with, or Hanhar if you have Hanhar, which I'm really disappointed in. You don't see Aten again, you don't see Visas again, you don't see Mandalore, you don't see Bail Dur, you don't see Goto, you don't see HK, T3, you don't see any of them again. In the flesh, anyway. But you don't see any of them. Well, actually, you do see one of them, but you don't get to talk to them. You'll see what I mean later on. But Obsidian cut out so much content from this part of the game. This part of the game was supposed to be filled with stuff to do, but half of it, most of it, didn't even make it into the end game, which is disappointing. One of these days, I'll get a computer that's good enough to play these types of games, and I will play this game with the content restored. Right, okay, so that is to the Malachor deck. So before we go to there, I want to make sure that all the storm beasts are cleared out, because I really do want to get to another level. I do want to level up again if I can. And I believe there's something also down here that we need to get, or at least see, if I'm right. I am not right. I am making mistakes and thinking wrong things. But yeah, there's one more storm beast here that we need to kill. Now life support pack. I don't think I'll need as many life support packs as I originally thought. Right, so now we're just heading out to the Malachor depths, because this is just the surface of Malachor. We need to head into the depths. I think we'll be finishing this game in maybe another 4 episodes at most. Oh, another storm beast. Did I miss you? How did I do that? Right, into the Malachor depths we go. In fact, no, I'm going to save and I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you guys very much for watching this episode. Join me next time where we go into the Malachor depths. See you then.